everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lokis. How you doing? Today's class is going to be on how to draft a basic sleeve, which is very easy, just have we drafted for the bodies. I will put the link on how to draft a basic bodies in the description box below. So before we move to that, please check out my other channel, Lokis Signatures, for lovely DIY. You can follow me on Instagram, Lokis Signatures, and on Facebook, so you know. Yeah. So all other measurements we will be needing for the sleeve will be derived from the pattern. All I need you to do for me is to get the measurement from the tip of your shoulder down to your wrist. Like for me, it is 24, but for the measurement I'm working with, it is 22. So with that, we are ready to start drafting. So let's go to the work table. This was the basic bodies we drafted the last time, and in case you've missed this class, I'm going to put the link in the description box below. It is very easy to make. We need certain information from this pattern to start drafting our sleeve. First will be the cap's height. How do you determine that? I will be using a contrasting color. What I'm going to do is to connect the edge of the shoulders together and then determine the midpoint. Let me see. Then get the midpoint of the distance. Here I have about 4¼ half of that straight line. So this is the midpoint. From that midpoint, I'm going to measure downward to the arm side depth, and whatever I get there will be the cap's height. So here I have 7¾ but by standard I will have to remove 1½ inches from this measurement I have, that is 7¾ minus 1½, and I think that should give me 6¼ So at times when we are doing the alteration, we go as far as removing 1¾ from the measurement. So now since we have 6¼ so that means the cap's height is going to be 6¼ Having determined that, another measurement we need to take is the measurement of the front armhole and that of the back armhole. At times it could be the same, at times it could be different. So I'm going to take the measurement now. Here I have 9½. I could just write that. So for the front I have 9½, then the back. I also have 9½ so that means italics. There's times whereby it varies. There's no cause for alarm. All you have to just adjust it will be from the notch at the edge of the sleeve. So at times you could have 9¾ here, 9½ here. It varies, but I have the same measurement. So we already determined the two measurements we need from here: the cap's height, which is 6¼ and then the armhole, which is 9½ for both front and back. So now we can move to drafting the sleeve. To start drafting, the first thing you need to do is to draw out a straight line, which I have here, and then just pick up any point and then square up a line using your sleeve length. And the sleeve length I'm working with is 22 inches, so I'll be making use of my L curve to get a perfect straight line. Just align it over here. So since I have that, I'm going to measure 22 inches. I think I still have to go up a little. Inches stops here, and then I'm going to make a little straight line to get the edge of the curve. So with my pattern master and the line I have here, I should get an accurate line. So we are making use of the sleeve head here to this point. So what I'm going to do now is I need all those measurements we took out there. Remember, for the measurement on the armhole, for the front, we got 9.5, and for the back I also got 9.5. So meaning I'm just going to take one of this. But in case you have, let's say you have 10 here, you have 11, although you don't have as much as 1 inch difference between 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch maximum. So all you have to do is to add it up. So for instance, you have two different figures, 10 and 11. Just add it up to have 21. Then you divide it by 2. So whatever you have will now be what you will use for the next stage we're about to do. So 21.5 should give you 10.5. But because I have the same measurements, I'm just going to use the same thing, because if you add it up and divide by 2, you still get 9.5. So I'll be making use of 9.5. So what I'm now going to do is to take my measuring tape here now. I will have to insert the calf's height. The calf's height we are making use of is 6 1/4. I already explained that, which is this point. So you can use your hair curve, but with my pattern master, I will be able to get a straight line. So just place the line you have in the middle, aligning with this straight line. Now this is the calf's height. So just take the 9.5 inches, place starting from the calf's edge here, and then rotate till you have 9.5. So that's just the easiest way. 9.5 is here. And you see, coming here to, I will measure 9.5. Connect it up. So that is what I have. So that's pretty easy. So here we have 9.5, 9.5. So let me check the bicep measurement. So here I have 14.5 inches. So if you are someone that doesn't want to use the method I'm using, measure your bicep measurement and just insert it on this calf side line, and then just connect from there to each one. It's very easy. So right now let us just form the curves on the crown. This will be my back, and this will be my front. So what I'm going to do is to divide the back. Since this is the back, I'm going to divide this into 3 sections. Meaning I'm going to divide 9.5 into 3 sections. 1, 2. So can you see that? 1, 2, 3. Then for the front, I'm going to divide it into 4 sections. 9.5 of that should be. So then I'm going to divide these into 2 each. So I have 4 sections here. And you see that. So let's start with the back. First division, you are going to go up by 1/2 an inch. So 1/2 inch. Then I will take my pattern master. My pattern master will do a very beautiful job here, getting a accurate curve. So just rotate it. So first, you can just connect from the crown to this point before connecting to this point. Then I will adjust it. You see that? Then I'm going to take the measuring tape now. Just highball the midpoint of this last division and come down by 1/4 of an inch. So this is what the other side looks like. So now going to this other part, I will now go up here by just 1 bar less than half an inch. So to make it easier, just turn your measuring tape to use 1 centimeter, so you won't have to trouble yourself. And then you come down here by 1 centimeter. So the crown is formed. Can you see that was pretty easy? The last thing we are going to do now is to insert the sleeve opening. So all you have to do is to take the measurement of your own sleeve opening. Can you see that? So for this person it is 9.5. So 9.5 divided by 2 should give me 4 3/4. That 4 3/4 now will be inserted on both sides of the line. So can you see? So 4 3/4 here, 4 3/4 here. So everything sums up to 9.5. Can you see? The next thing is to connect from that point to the calf's height line. Can you see that was pretty easy and beautiful? So we have our basic sleeve ready. The last thing we need to do now is to cross check the cap if it corresponds with the bodies. So all you have to do is to take your measuring tape and measure the curve. These are just the extra measures you take to have a perfect fitting. Okay, this is good. I have 9 3/4. So let me just write here. Then I'll measure those points. The same thing, 9 3/4. But remember what we measured was 9.5 on side. So that means I have 1/4 inch more on both sides, which is perfect for the ease around the cap, especially when you are using a certain sleeve. So the extra 1/4 inch ease I have is just perfect, and so I am okay with what I have here. So let's insert our notch now, where our notches are going to be. So I'm going to take the bodies. So from the bodies, this is the notch for the back. So 2 stripes for the back and 1 for the front. So you are just going to take the measurement. This is essential of whatever you have here. I have 3 1/4 for the back, and for the front 3 3/4. So I'm going to insert for the back 3 1/4. Just measure starting from here. So that means my notch is going to be here for the back. That's where I'm going to notch. And then for the front, 3 3/4. So those are the points where the notches is going to be. So I can cut out with my rotary cutter. Beautiful sleeve. So just make sure you notch it. That's all. So Can you see that? So hope my tutorial has been. A tutorial on how to make this basic sleeve been helpful. If it has, please give me a giant thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please share the link with your family and friends. Follow me on Instagram, Lucky Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovation. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Lucky Signatures. I have to go now. Bye guys.